Mastering Self-Discipline, Brian Tracy's Ultimate Guide. In the realm of self-improvement, one skill stands above all other: self-discipline. It's the secret weapon that separates achievers from the rest. Today, we're diving deep into Brian Tracy's ultimate guide to mastering self-discipline. But let me ask you, dear viewers, have you ever felt like your goals are always just out of reach? Like you have the desire but somehow can't seem to get there? Well, that's where self-discipline comes into play. Let me tell you this, it's not about being perfect. It's about making small, consistent choices that lead to big results. Imagine waking up every morning with a clear mind and purpose. You're not just going through the motions, but you're actively working towards your dreams. That's what self-discipline allows you to do. Now I know what you might be thinking. Self-discipline sounds great, but how do I even start? Well, let me share a story that will help you see the power of discipline. Back when I was a young entrepreneur, I had this dream of starting my own business. However, I was easily distracted by social media and other temptations. One day, I decided to take a step back and reflect. I realized that if I wanted to achieve my goal, I needed to eliminate distractions and focus on the task at hand. So, I made a commitment to myself to wake up at 4:30 a.m. every morning, work out, and then spend 2 hours reading and learning about my industry. Initially, it was tough, but I stuck to it. And guess what? After 6 months, I was able to launch my business successfully. That's the power of self-discipline. Here's something you should know: self-discipline isn't about being tough or forcing yourself to do something you don't want to do. It's about aligning your actions with your desires and turning those desires into reality. Now let's dive into some practical tips from Brian Tracy's guide. First up, set clear goals. In his book, Brian emphasizes the importance of having specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, SMART goals. When you have a clear vision of what you want, it becomes easier to stay focused and motivated. For instance, instead of saying, "I want to lose weight," say, "I want to lose 10 pounds by June." This makes your goal more tangible and easier to track progress toward. Next, break down your goals into smaller, manageable tasks. This is akin to climbing a mountain. Instead of seeing the whole mountain, focus on each step you need to take. Brian Tracy suggests breaking your goals into weekly, daily, or even hourly tasks. This way, you avoid feeling overwhelmed and can make steady progress. Think about it like this: you wouldn't climb a mountain in one leap, right? You break it down into smaller steps, and each step brings you closer to reaching the summit. Another key aspect of self-discipline is consistency. Consistency is the foundation upon which all great achievements are built. Brian Tracy highlights the importance of doing things consistently, no matter how small they may seem. He says, consistency is the habit of doing the right thing, whether you feel like it or not. For example, if you decide to exercise regularly, make it a non-negotiable part of your routine. Whether you feel like it or not, you still go to the gym because that's what you've committed to doing. Over time, this consistency transforms into habits, which become second nature. Moreover, Brian Tracy emphasizes the power of visualization. Imagine yourself achieving your goals. This mental rehearsal helps boost motivation and keeps you focused. Whenever you feel discouraged, picture yourself crossing the finish line or reaching your target. Visualization creates a sense of excitement and urgency, pushing you forward even when you don't feel like it. Another crucial point is overcoming procrastination. Procrastination is the enemy of self-discipline. Brian Tracy offers several strategies to combat it. First, identify the root cause of your procrastination. Is it fear of failure, perfectionism, or lack of motivation? Once you understand the reasons behind your procrastination, you can develop targeted solutions. For instance, if you're procrastinating because you're afraid of making mistakes, practice mindfulness and accept that mistakes are part of the learning process. Brian Tracy also stresses the importance of accountability. Share your goals with someone you trust and hold them accountable. This could be a friend, family member, or even a coach. Having an external motivator can significantly increase your chances of success. They can keep you on track and provide support when you need it most. Lastly, remember that self-discipline is a journey, not a destination. Progress is often slow, and setbacks happen. The key is to learn from these experiences and keep moving forward. Brian Tracy advises us to view challenges as opportunities to grow stronger. Embrace failures as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Remember, the person who falls 7 times gets up 8 times. So, whenever you stumble, pick yourself up and keep going. To illustrate these concepts, let's look at a real-life example. John, a former couch potato, decided he wanted to become a marathon runner. He started by setting a goal to run a 5K within 3 months. To achieve this, he broke his training into manageable weekly sessions, visualized himself completing the race, and held himself accountable by sharing his progress with a friend. Through consistent effort and persistence, John completed his first marathon, proving that with self-discipline, anything is possible. So here's the challenge for you today. Take a moment to reflect on your current life and your future aspirations. Identify the areas where you struggle with self-discipline. Then, apply these principles from Brian Tracy's guide. Make a plan, break it down into actionable steps, and commit to making consistent progress. Remember, self-discipline is not just about discipline. It's about making choices that align with your long-term goals. As Brian Tracy would say, discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality. As we wrap up this discussion on mastering self-discipline, let me leave you with this thought. Self-discipline is the key to unlocking your full potential. It's the difference between wishing for success and actually achieving it. So take the first step today. Start implementing these strategies and watch as your life transforms. Here's something you should know. The journey to self-discipline is not easy, but it's worth every bit of effort. Keep pushing forward, and you'll find that the rewards are immeasurable. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, stay inspired and keep striving for greatness.